In this video, we're going to be talking about a couple of quick facts about polynomials, starting with multiplicities and then talking about the degree/turning point fact. So multiplicities are the number of times a function has a zero. So in this case, this f of x function has a zero at a 0 at b, and a 0 at c. But this 0 of a is said to have multiplicity 1 because it only has a power of 1 here in its factor. This 0 of b has a multiplicity of 2 because it has 2 factors. And this 0 of c has a multiplicity of d because it shows up d times in this factored form of f of x. When a 0 has a multiplicity of 1, it just cuts straight through the x-axis like this. When a 0 has a multiplicity of 2, it barely touches the x-axis and then kind of zooms off in the same direction it came from, like so. And when a 0 has a multiplicity of 3, it kind of slides into the x-axis but then continues through it, as you can see kind of with this graph here. This brings us to the second fact about polynomials, the degree turning point fact, which says that a polynomial of degree n has at most n minus 1 turning points. And this at most is important because it doesn't have to have exactly n minus 1 turning points, but only at most n minus 1 turning points. So this graph here has 2 turning points, 1, 2, which means it is a third degree polynomial or higher. This could end up being something like a 6th degree polynomial because it has 2 turning points. We know that it cannot be anything lower than 3. And because this polynomial here similarly has 4 turning points, we know that it has to be at least a 5th degree polynomial. And that's enough for now.